Greetings to all. We'll discuss how to quit your 9-to-5 job and start living your dream life immediately. If leaving your 9-to-5 job is your life's goal, here's how to do it. If you consider having no boss to be freedom, here's how to get it right away. Some people find working 9-to-5 jobs to be a massive pain in the behind. It sounds like a prison term when you hear them explain their work with hard roadside labor and the traditional shackles and chains. They detest being imprisoned because of their jobs. Others enjoy their 9-to-5 jobs. They arrive at work and take pleasure in it because they have no ownership in the company and are free to leave at any time without incurring any obligations. I've had several working lives. I spent the first half of my 22nd launching 7 businesses, all of which failed horribly, and one of which became an overnight success. I later worked in a bank doing corporate work, and always wore a suit. The language used in the lobby was hotel-like, and the F word was never uttered. My next job included a leadership position for people, and was a cross between a startup and a corporation. I finally decided on my current schedule, which consists of a 9-to-5 job 4 days per week, and a side business 2 days per week. I have a side business that allows me to quit my 9-to-5 job whenever possible. However, because it's enjoyable and I learn a lot, I've decided against it. You are getting trapped in a 9-to-5 job that you detest. The hardest part is getting out. However, you can choose to transition out if you are sure you will never again work for a boss. If you want to quit your 9-to-5 job for good, follow these steps. Start with a passion. Last week, I was on a conference call with someone who kept using the phrase divine purpose. It had the cadence of a cult's catchphrase. I had a very ethereal feeling and wanted to kneel and pray while praising God simultaneously. The goal is rather lofty. However, you must start small if you want to leave your 9-to-5 job. Instead of the fabled word purpose, use interest. What do you find interesting? Some individuals are unsure. It's simple to find out if you keep a written record of everything you did this week. Where did the majority of the time go? You now have a hint. When you fail to complete a task or are unable to, what makes you angry? What if I told you that you couldn't go for a run today? If you told my previous employer he couldn't go for a run in the woods, or what he calls a forest bath, he would follow you down the street with a pitchfork. The seed is the development of content. You need content production after you are aware of your hobbies. A component of any side business is content development. Finding people is done via content. As a new business owner, it is the most frequent query I receive. How can I find people who will pay me money so I can quit my 9-to-5 job? You allow others to find you through content. Then, I receive messages from others who share my interests in writing, entrepreneurship, and personal development. These individuals are drawn to my life by the content, which acts as a magnet. I was drawn to all of my current mentors through content as well. A simple statement like I loved that video or that piece was strong develops into a dialogue. Through interaction, you discover potential clients and mentors. You are seriously losing out if you aren't producing content. Remove any filters and express your opinions. We learn to filter our speech due to the 9-to-5 job schedule, which is a drawback, because in the corporate world, being honest might get you into trouble or cost you your job. I had a video call yesterday with a LinkedIn connection. I questioned her on why her profile stated that a central bank in finance no longer employed her. What happened next surprised me. She began by sharing motivational videos on LinkedIn a year ago. As a result of the popularity of her videos, she started charging for public speaking. After learning about her accomplishments on LinkedIn, the senior boss to whom she reported approached her. Tanya, you're getting too big. Please halt what you're doing because I need you to. She was made to choose between publishing videos and keeping her 9-to-5 job by this leader. She told me about her day at work as she pondered what he had said. Because of her videos, random individuals would grin at her in the elevator. People would approach her in the workplace kitchen and express gratitude for hearing what she had to say. While in a meeting, a parent sent her an email and claimed that watching a film about a trip to Peru and a drive through a hamlet plagued by poverty caused him to cry in front of his 9-year-old daughter. He started yelling at this sentence. "Dad, I apologize for being so unappreciative. I pledge to improve." That served as Tania's sole source of inspiration. She notified the boss of her departure and traveled to America for 3 months. She has since started a mastermind, released daily videos, provided one-on-one coaching, and spoken on stage. Please permit me to put this in context for you. After a year of posting on LinkedIn, she is now paid between $40,000 and $80,000 for each speaking engagement. Your job may prevent you from realizing what's hidden within you, which could prevent you from ever experiencing what it's like to live fully. Look for a way to assist helpful individuals quit their 9-to-5 occupations. It took me 6 years to get to that conclusion. Nobody will give you money until you are helpful. Being helpful lets you identify your strengths and the issues you can solve for others. Research on customers is helpful. Many attempts to bypass this step, but become trapped in a world of self-centeredness and personal branding. Not at all. You can earn money from your skills in various ways if you put in the effort to determine how you can be of assistance. Start with nothing to quickly demonstrate how you can be of assistance. Joining a Facebook group in a topical area that interests you is a simple method. For example, if you enjoy sports vehicles, you should search for and join a sports car club on Facebook. Within the group, look for questions and provide answers. Keep a close eye on the feedback you receive. Our thanks, and that was extremely helpful common phrases. If that's the case, you've found a method that may be helpful. If not, carry on looking until you can assist just one person. Look for a way to earn $50. I made this error right away. I wanted to rise from nothing to a hero much too soon. If you start something tomorrow, it's unlikely that you will make 6 figures next month. I'm not here to tell you lies. The opportunity to sell something for $50 was what propelled my path ahead. The $50 was proof that my writing abilities were valuable and that clients would pay me to use them to advance their companies. When I lowered my standards for myself, $50 deposits poured into my bank account. Warranties of $50 add up quite quickly. When they do, you will have the beginning of a sales funnel through which you may subsequently sell more expensive, valuable goods and services. Capturing even a little bit of money for whatever you wish to charge will start your sales pipeline. Understand how to handle people. If you don't know how to handle people, you won't survive on your own in the harsh outside world, away from your old 9-to-5. You need other people to quit your job and start making money online. They'll flee from you if you don't treat those folks well. So it would help if you took the following actions. Be cordial. Treat the trolls with the same respect that you do your friends. Before assuming you deserve anything in return, give a little of yourself. Concede reasonable prices. Be modest. People underrate this step's impact. I've seen people quit their 9-to-5 jobs, shame everyone for not doing the same, start a business, treat everyone with contempt, and dare to ask for money to get a simple one-sentence response to an email, and sever the bonds they had with others before they started. You need other people to be free from a 9-to-5 job. Suppose you can learn to treat people nicely. In that case, you'll meet many individuals who help you earn more money than you ever could have made without rotting inside from loneliness due to the loss of social interaction with your coworkers. Get fixated on the word revenue share. Assemble your assets. Share your expertise. The term revenue share is significant. I initially came across this expression when 2 individuals I met through the firm Mind Valley helped me sell an online course. They requested that I develop a web-based course on how to write for periodicals. I had anticipated having to compensate them for their assistance, but instead, they said, let's just do a revenue share, which made my life simple. The income split went like this. After someone purchased the course, the money was sent to Stripe, who then divided it equally between them and me in real time. The way this revenue sharing plan worked was brilliant. They got to use their and digital marketing skills while I used my writing abilities. It was the perfect revenue-sharing combination. We must all perform well. When your revenue shares the money you produce with individuals with the skills you lack, your abilities will go further. Attempt to reach the tipping point. Everything I've mentioned up to this point takes place while you work diligently from 9 to 5 like a good little worker bee. There will come a tipping point if you focus on your interests for long enough outside of work hours, during lunch breaks, and on the weekends. You will produce enough value that your earnings begin to devalue your paycheck. It's a fantastic sensation. There is one catch. It takes longer than you might think to reach the tipping point. Once there, you'll want to set aside some time so you won't have to rush back to work at the first sign of trouble. The good news is that even if the thought of quitting your 9 to 5 jobs hadn't entered your email inbox, you would have pursued your interests in your spare time nevertheless. How to permanently quit your 9 to 5 job. You might manage to get through the jail fence and escape from your 9 to 5 job, but it's up to you if you get caught again and have to return. I have repeatedly witnessed people from corporate land make this mistake. As a result, they quit their employment and frequently end up worse off than when they started. Anyone may leave a 9 to 5 job. The challenging part is staying away. You can do the following to avoid returning to your former 9 to 5 job. Instead of saving, invest. 3 investments are necessary to avoid your 9 to 5 job. A commitment to oneself. You must reinvest the money you earn into yourself by continuing your education and developing your abilities. If you don't keep learning, you stop growing, and the chance you've been given ends. You cannot advance without investing in yourself. Learning constantly reminds you how far you still have to go. Learning is growth. Maintaining what you've developed consistently involves disturbing yourself. A financial gain-generating asset purchase removes some cash from the table and put it away for a rainy day. Due to their failure to save money for a rainy day, month, year, or a couple of years, I have witnessed many people lose everything during recessions due to an invisible disease. Pick your poison: stocks, bonds, gold, virtual money, or real estate. Government money printing, inflation, and the temptation to buy things you don't need will cause you to save money rather than invest it, which will cause you to fall farther behind financially and finally return to your 9 to 5 job. A financial commitment made to your source of income. You must invest money in your blog if it is to be profitable. You must invest in your website if it generates income from the sale of products. Many people who make money online choose not to invest some of their earnings. The gains can be used to increase revenue and reduce taxes. It's time to scale the prison walls and pursue your interests. If you identify as someone who views their 9 to 5 job as a jail, please do not squander any more time. I ask you, once you get going, momentum will have a tremendous amount of power. My life has altered since I started making a living in other ways besides a 9 to 5 job. I can now live passionately with less stress and more relaxation, and I won't let the economy crush my aspirations. You have the same option. My life has changed since I started earning a living outside of a 9 to 5 job. Now that my life is more fulfilling, less stressful, and more relaxed, I won't allow the state of the economy to derail my goals. You can choose the same route. Please watch my next video when this one ends. Thank you for watching, and have a fantastic day. Cheers, all.